I knew that that was going to be a big feather in his cap and a big help him excel a lot, but I had no idea it would get as big as it would.
Hey, Brian, 1982, a movie that changed the wrestling business forever was the Rocky movie. And all of a sudden, you have Hulk standing there, and he looked like he was about 9 feet tall, standing across from Sylvester Stallone. It just thunder lips in the
Thunder.
flesh, baby. The ultimate male versus the ultimate meatball. It was just one of the greatest things ever. And all of a sudden, WrestleMania is coming. Did you realize at that time how big it was for Terry and how big it was going to be for the wrestling business because of that movie?
No, I didn't realize. I knew that that was going to be a big feather in his cap and a big help him excel a lot, but I had no idea it would get as big as it would. Uh, and to me, without Hogan, well, it took a whole team, but Hogan and McMahon, I mean, they were so key. I remember too something that just uh, popped up in my mind was when Vince McMahon Sr. because I had been to WWF in '83. Then I was there in '84, and I think they dropped the F, one of the W's. I mean, and we were at one of the TV tapings in Hamburg, I believe, and Terry and I were talking, and then Vince McMahon Sr. Uh, turned around. He was right there. The line was probably 20 people long. There's only one toilet there. And Vince and Terry started talking. Then Vince Sr. goes into the toilet. And then it's Terry's turn. I'm right behind him. And all of a sudden he goes, Brian, look, look. And I look, and the whole toilet bowl was full of blood, pure blood. And not long after that is when Senior passed. We didn't realize that he had that cancer, prostate cancer, or whatever it was. But
Oh,
I
wow.
remember that really freaking Terry out. But
Yeah.
as far as the Thunder Lips goes, that was the big feather in the cap, the big propeller that really launched Terry's career, I believe.
And Brian,
And Bri-
you were up there during that time, right? Of when the Rocky came out. What was the boys' thought? Because apparently that Vince McMahon, I guess Jr. did not want him to take time off to do the movie, and he did it anyway, and it turned out to be the biggest thing that happened not only for Hulk but for the wrestling business. What did the boys think when that came out?
Well, I think everybody was happy about. You talk about the movie?
Yeah, the
Oh,
movie about him
yes,
being in that movie,
absolutely.
being such a big star. Because
I
the
think
reason I asked this, Brian, the reason I asked this because I remember the first time that Shawn Michaels was on the cover of a magazine back in '96 or something like that. We didn't have anybody on the cover of nothing. Business really went down after Hogan stepped away for a while at the WrestleMania 6, whenever it was. And all of a sudden, I remember Sean got on the cover of something, and we're like, "Oh my God, this is unbelievable!" We were shocked, because none of our guys did that. Was that the same with you guys?
Yeah, but I think Missing Link was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Was the first wrestler ever on the cover of Sports Illustrated. But yeah, Terry was larger than life, and yet he was as humble and loving and simple as a person could be. I mean, he was a blue jean, tennis shoes, t-shirt guy, but he could be Hulk Hogan and light up everything just like that.